Hi there, it's Nicole, and I am here talking about my leveled intervention binders. I wanted to give you a sneak peek as to what all is included so that you can get a feel if this is something that you can use with your caseload. I use it all the time with mine, so you'll notice mine here looks a little bit used and worn because I get it out for every student that has vocabulary goals. So let's dig in. When you open it up, you'll notice all the areas that are addressed: antonyms, synonyms, homophones, prefixes, suffixes, and context clues. Another thing that you'll notice is everything is printed in black and white to save ink. I also went through and for every page, I put it in a sheet protector so that you can use it over and over with dry erase markers. You only have to print it once and you're done. Yay! Another thing that I wanted to point out is on the upper right hand corner of every page you'll see either some words or numbers. So this is a teach page, this is a practice page, and then you'll see some numbers. This is a level 1 for antonyms, and it goes to level 2 all the way to level 3, which is more difficult and challenging. Alright, so let's dig in. I'm going to take a look at the antonym section, and this is how a lot of the sections look, very similar. So at the beginning of every section, what you'll see is this flap, and it hides the definition. So before you even get started, you have to teach what the definition of an antonym is, and students have to say the meaning, teach a friend, and give an example. So once they can do those skills, they color in the circle. And I just feel like this is so important because often we can get caught up in data collection and we forget to actually teach. I've been guilty of it. So this binder is all about teaching those skills, and that oral language part is just so important for students to be able to verbalize exactly what an antonym is, what skill are we working on. Okay, so synonyms are similar. Homophones follows the same general principle. Prefixes, you'll see here these little tabs, the interactive tabs where they have to learn the most common prefixes. Same with suffixes. And then context clues are a little different. I wanted to show you. They still have to say the meaning of a context clue before they can even begin the lesson. So you have to teach them that. This is a teach page, so you can see how frigid the words Alaska and warm, heavy clothing help to determine what this word frigid means. Okay. And then this is a level 1 where they use nonsense words. So look at the mizzle and say cheese. They have to figure out what this nonsense word mizzle is using those context clues in the sentence. It would be camera. All right, and then what you'll see, I just keep these in the back here. Once they move on, you just place the strip here, and these are tier 2 vocabulary words, so they have to find the word that's difficult in the sentence and then use the clues to determine and make a guess as to what that word's meaning is. Okay, so that's a sneak peek in the vocabulary version. Okay, and then I wanted to show the grammar intervention binder real quick. So it's very similar. Here we address sentence structure, capitalization, punctuation, nouns, verbs, pronouns, and adjectives, adverbs. Again, before you start the lesson, they have to say the meaning. So what is a sentence? It has the teach pages, it has the practice pages. Here's some more teach. So a sentence includes a subject and a predicate. What does that look like? And then it goes with your different levels in the order. Here you'll notice in the capitalization and punctuation there's reference cards. So these are really good to take out, give to the students, print these off, and make sure so they can you can laminate them as well and use your dry erase markers so that they have a reference on when do I use a capital letter. Same with the punctuation. What I really like about the grammar binder is that it has a lot of interactive pages. So singular and plural nouns, what do I do if I want a plural? Okay. And then you can see these different breakdowns. When do I add ES? When do I add IES? Things like that. Verbs, there's more interactive pages. So past verbs, present verbs, and future verbs. How do I change those? Okay. And then you'll also see these are irregular verbs. Lift the little flap, the common ones. Pronouns, I really love. This is the section on pronouns. So here is a little reference card for pronouns, and then I just keep an envelope here. And what they have to do here is match the picture within the envelope. So he would go with one boy and they would stick it in the envelope there. That's a teach. Okay. And then it goes to the levels. Same with adjectives and adverbs. So there's a lot of material in these binders. These are huge. I hope that helps kind of break it down on what all is included in these binders. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for listening.